Good morning. How we doing? Norman says, move over, VOD, Nikki. Windows now used by Live, Nikki. Thank you so much for rolling those VODs. I appreciate it. We've also got a Jezzy, a Wasted Mind, who needs to pick out a food sticker. I did pull out a few fun ones yesterday, in case you like them, including Cotton Candy Llama, a bell pepper guinea pig, waffle fries, a hot dog, and our lightning pizza is still here. If you'd like to pick one of those while I say hi. Riot, you will also need to pick out a food if you would like to join our collage. Fluffy David Kettis, hello. Raven Lord, hello. How we doing? We've got Butts, we've got Scott, we've got Jazzy. Hello, hello. No apples. I don't know if I have any more apples. That's a good shout though. So you all, you matchy. I have a gigantic kiwi. I don't know if I don't know if I have any more apples. Some of these are just massive now. You want the kiwi? Okay. Kiwi it is. I'm still gonna look because I'm curious. I don't think I have any. No. Alright. I thought I remembered writing your name down, Riot. Twitch is weird sometimes, especially if you've like gone up a tier and come back down, things like that. It gets real goofy. Okay, if I've got you, then we won't worry about it. Teague, hello, how are you? I guess hot dog. You want the kiwi? Okay. Kiwi in all caps after hot dog, I think means we want kiwi. How are we all doing today while I get Wasted Mind on giant kiwi? Make sure I spell this right. I always know your names until I have to write it down, and then I second, triple, quadruple guess myself. There we go. I'll get you added on. How are we doing today? Will, welcome in. Today, we're going to work on, this is our first Halloween project. So this is for the Halloween Survivor is the Flower Knight costume. So she is actually dressed up like the Flower Knight boss. And cutesified to go trick-or-treating. So that's what I've got. What are you guys up to? I think we're going to start right off with skin tones and her very pretty blue hair. It's calling to me. It has to happen. Jesus, I can't increase my sub for hot dog. I'm so frustrated I have become Will. In this chat, you either die in a food argument or live long enough to become a memeable verb. How are you, Will? What you up to today? What's everyone up to today? My plan is this lovely lady, and then I'm going to be working on another lovely lady. We'll be working on Jane's R after that. So, I have all the lovelies today. That's my plan. What are you nerds up to? I'll put her here so you guys can see. That's, yeah, that's about it. We are, one day away from tattoo. I'm pretty excited. I'm watching some Blood Bowl videos, trying to make myself work. You got this. Got this. Trying to think if I have anything from yesterday. Oh, there's Snore. Thanks for tuning in. I know you can't hear me, but in case you watch VOD or anything. David's making dinner. What you got? Got people making breakfast, people making dinner. I've been trying to stick to my eggs for my carb cut. New Ahsoka episode tonight. Do we finally get the Thrawn reveal? I don't know. You'll have to report back. I have to report. Anyone else watching Ahsoka? I am morosely melancholic today. I am sorry. I hope today can get better. I hope we can keep you company here. I do have doesn't help. I have cute lady in Halloween costume. Doesn't help, does it? What else can I show Will to cheer Will up? I have a frog. Here's where our frog ended up yesterday. He's actually posted on socials if you guys want to check him out. He's on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're rolling on all platforms. Speaking of platforms, I'm becoming desperate. Does anyone have an extra Blue Sky invite code? I think I just, thought I would eventually get a code. And I haven't. If anyone has an extra that you don't mind sharing with your girl, let me know. I would like off the sinking ship that is Twitter. I would like out. T says, just to round things out, I'll go make lunch. Thank you. Thank you for filling out the food slot there. Hey, Slingster, welcome in. Just watched episode 4 and 5 of Ahsoka. And my social media is full of theories and callbacks to Clone Wars, so I decided to catch up. I love frogs. Thank you. It's been fun because it's a color scheme I wouldn't have thought of. So I'm matching a existing army. That chair sure does have a lot of details though, so we're working our way through. What is that? Blue Sky? Blue Sky is basically a Twitter replacement. It is from the people who originally created Twitter. But yeah, since Twitter is actively shooting itself in the foot and has been, I'm trying to get off the ship. I'd like to go somewhere else. I've been on the wait list for it for forever. Jazzy, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A million times thank you. Okay, well, I don't know how the invites work, but if I have them, I'm happy to share. If anyone else is also trying to get off the sinking ship. I just don't know when we get those. You convinced me to get one and one for you. Thank you so much, Jesse. I appreciate that. I was getting really scared just with how much I use it for stream and work. So thank you. You're a lifesaver. Thank you, thank you. I was getting real worried. Fluffy David says, I want the frog so bad. A Ragnarok spider? Ooh, yeah. My hot take on Blue Sky is it suffers from the same terminal disease old Birdseye did. Capitalism. That seems to be the running thing here this week. It's just everything. What glue do you use to magnetize mounts? I just use super glue. Yeah. Are you saying our God and Savior must turn Twitter into sinking ship X? Yeah. It's, I guess now the thing is having to pay to use it. That's what I saw yesterday, and where I saw a lot of people kind of also really making sure they got off the ship, so. It's a mess. It's a mess. Pretty sure it's not a sinking ship anymore, but a scattered wreck at the bottom of a trench. It is rapidly approaching that, yeah. If it wasn't there already. That's pretty accurate. What a mess. Thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate it. I was scared. Unity went full capital C cap. It's just it's the name of everything right now. Everything going on. It's rough. It's rough. I think as a creative, it's hard to watch creative things just constantly under attack right now too, between strikes and Unity and all the poor developers having to figure that out. It's just, it's a lot right now. Is he turning into a paid He's trying to. Why not just set money on fire? Yeah. It's certainly a decision. It is one of the decisions of all time. It's rough. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's scary out here right now for creatives. So if I seem a little on edge, I am. I'd like him to try and charge, see how rapidly it empties out. I mean, my entire feed, like this morning, is people sharing links to other things, whether that's Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, whatever it is. Just getting the heck out. It's already happening. I never use Twitter or X or Poop or whatever that lunatic calls it. It's mostly a US thing for me. I like Twitter for news, because that's like the quickest way to get news. But as far as like me using it for my business, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Facebook ain't looking too bad right now. Yeah, I'm with T. Let's not overreact. Oh. I hate that I have to keep Facebook for my Instagram business account. That's the part I don't like. So I still have it. I don't use it for anything or log into it at all, but I have to keep it. What did Twitter do? Yeah, they're trying to make it paid. Wasted mind. It's the latest in a series of interesting decisions. If only there's some service that could implement that would require verification upon account creation to stop bots. If only. Yeah, they say it's to combat bots. It's not to combat bots. Musk missed the only reason it was as big as it was because it was free. Yeah. And the fact that, you know, we're the product. So now you're paying us, or we're having to pay to be your product. It's certainly a decision. Certainly a decision. But yeah, okay, sick. I'm gonna set that up right after stream then. And then yeah, once I'm in and figure out how invites work, I'm happy to help anyone else who may need it. To also get off the sinking ship. But yeah, I guess that's the big thing here this morning. And then the other thing I posted in the Discord is there was a big old Microsoft leak with all of the FTC stuff. So I haven't read through a lot of it. I think the one that kind of caught my eye was they were looking at maybe acquiring Nintendo. So that's interesting. Like they wanted to, not that it was like in progress or anything, but they wanted to. And how crazy that would be. So I'm going to read through that after stream too. But that's in the video game thread in the Discord if you guys want to read along. I'd like an invite and give it a whirl. Also, if anyone else has one. I feel like if we can work it right, depending on how they work, we could probably get a lot of us in by sharing codes together. Hopefully. Hey, Exalted, welcome in. Once Twitter becomes a paid app, it's GG's for me, yeah. It annoyed me with paywall TweetDeck, which I use to curate news. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is I like it for news. And I don't know. It's just a mess right now. How are you today? Welcome in. We're starting our Halloween projects with our lovely here. Why does my lighting seem weird? Tried it on the key queue. Yeah, I think, let me see how it works. And then if we want to key queue it up, let's do that. There's no way they'd be allowed to require Nintendo, right? Right? You know, like a year ago, I would have said no. But the whole Activision thing? Who knows? I still don't think that should have gone through. That's just too big a deal, honestly. What's even the point of the board if they're just going to allow everything that gigantic anyway? Where's mine says, I'm happy to announce I was up way too late playing Guild Wars 2 again. I'm only 25% done with the stupid Essence grind. When does that need to be done, Wasted Mind? Is there a time limit like on that? Autofire, welcome in. How are ya? Who's buying Nintendo? Apparently Xbox said that they would like to. But that was like in an internal email. That was part of the FTC stuff. It takes some time before you get your invites, but eventually. Okay, cool. I kind of figured there was something in place for that, but it seemed like more people had them, so I wasn't sure. Rumors are no Elder Scrolls 6 on PS5. I think we knew that, though. I think that was pretty obvious. You don't pay that much money to just put it on your competitor. I feel like that one was a given. At least I thought so. That makes sense to me. Months when they released the second part of the story. Okay, that's good. I don't know if it was like it's over next week, so I have to grind these out, or if you had some time. Glad you've got some time, Wasted Mind. It sounds like it's still going to take a fair amount of time, but I'm glad you have it. I know Nintendo shareholders are willing to sell to American corporate hell. Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of craziness going on right now, so I don't want to say that would never happen to anything at this point. Because who knows? Hey, Little Goblin, welcome in. Thank you so much. We are starting in. Here is the box art. She is dressed up like the Flower Knight boss, and I think it's adorable. This is the first of our Halloween projects. How are you? What you up to today? I've got the other one. With TOS, I'm afraid to bring her on, but we have Devil Satan that we're probably gonna work over on YouTube, and then I have a little witchy model too. That's adorable. So we got a lot of Kingdom Death lined up because I love seasonal miniatures. Kingdom Death does seasonal, Malifaux does seasonal. They're all so cute. They're just such a fun way to like mix up what we're working on too. But it's one of those CEO emails where everyone lower in the company chain's like, that's a stupid idea. That'll never actually work. Who knows? Yeah, I don't. When it comes to gaming stuff right now, there's so much going on. I feel very bad for some of the developers having to figure it out. It's nuts. Corpo doing Corpo things, yeah. I think Cyberpunk update here soon is gonna hit a little different. Gonna hit a little different. I love when companies make games about how bad corpos are and they go full corpo. Someone didn't read the script. It is kind of nuts. Big Hairy GM, welcome in. How are you? We're doing well. We're starting some Halloween projects. What you up to today? We're just getting some base coats right now. Gonna figure out our color scheme as we go. Talking about Twitter and Xbox and all kinds of things that are just kind of running together today. Seasonal everything. Spooky season is here. I am trying to manifest fall. Especially, I am here in Texas, and it's still, we got up to 92 yesterday. So it's cooler, but I need more. Does TOS not like nude models? No. You cannot have that as like the major part of your stream. So, when we have brought models on before, I've had to do the silly putty bikini. YouTube is a little bit more relaxed about it. They basically can demonetize you, but it seems like artistic is a bit more accepted over there. So, we're gonna leave her over there and be safe with Twitch because I want to keep my pretty checkmark. Just in caseies. But says I put the foam gravestones in my front yard yesterday. Honestly, I'm so pleased. Is anyone else doing some seasonal decorating? I know my mom got all of her fall stuff out. She was very excited to tell me. I have a few fall things that like we could put out, but I don't go crazy. It may have unleashed something inside me. Spoopy season. Nintendo's majority owner is only 16%, so I don't think Microsoft can do it in just one move. I don't want it to happen at all. I'm so tired today. I tried to grab a hot baking sheet with my bare hands. Hint, don't do that. Yeah. Pro tip. Let's see. I'm just working. Been working on Orc Commando kill team. Very nice. That's such a fun kill team. Hey, Matless Dev, welcome in. There's a amusing song by a guy called The Stupendium on YouTube called The Data Stream, based on Cyberpunk, but worth a listen when, thinking about Twitter and X. Well, there you go. If you guys want to continue the Cyberpunk vibes here. Thank you for that. How are you today? Welcome in. You guys can give that a listen. We're working on some Kingdom Death this morning. They're adorable seasonal minis. Trying to get some base coats down. Almost naked ladies painting their bodies, and it's loud because art. Well, yeah, it is art. Body art is art. Well, they can do that. Everyone says they're almost naked. Nipple makes all the difference, even it's plastic. I mean, we're pretty close, let's be honest. We're right at that line. And it is art, so well, they can do that. As long as they are, I think they have to have a certain tag on it. But yeah, they can do that. We love ladies getting that bag. Get that Twitch money, get that art. We love it. I miss Son of Forest coming here and screaming about pumpkin spice everything. I may go out and get something pumpkin spice just in honor of him. Anyone seen him lately? I've not seen him here this past. I had a feeling we lost him to Starfield for a bit. Was my guess. He's not been here the last couple streams. I have a feeling we lost him to Starfield. But maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll return to us one day. I really do need some pumpkin spice. I got my pumpkin spice coffee syrup. That's the word I was trying to come up with. Out the other day and made a latte. It was really nice. I've got that. My favorite is a brown sugar cinnamon one that I have. And I need to order another maple one because I destroyed that one last year. So good. So I need another maple one because that was delicious. Don't pick Magnus on stream. His nips are the really high points besides the wings. I have a Magnus that is magnetized. So you can go full bare chest Magnus or nipple horns. Best of both worlds. Not pumpkin spice, but I have an apple cinnamon oat espresso this morning. That sounds really good too. I was surprised. I think it was last year. Starbucks had an apple crisp latte. I was surprised how much I like that. I thought it would be really weird having apple as the flavor with like the milk. But it was really good. Would have again, or make again, I guess. Get my own magnetizable nipples. Yep. That's what I spent my time doing. I came in on magnetizable nipples, Dee Dee. Perfect. Welcome in. How are you? I think that's the only context you need. Yep. Yep. I was talking about my Magnus and how I can swap them out. How are you today? What you up to? We're painting this cutie from Kingdom Death. Kingdom Death Day, let's go. What you been working on, Dee Dee? What you got? I wonder if it's borderline where coffee stops being coffee. Becomes a coffee like a drink with different flavors. I mean, as long as coffee's in it, it's still coffee. Right? I think he's pushing big sugar coffee. Sugar-free. Sugar-free. Torani, if anyone's looking, since I am on my carb cut here. If anyone else needs some sugar-free syrups, Torani. They got all kinds of good stuff. But says, I showed a non-painter friend my pea devil, and he was like, there's something wrong with his nipples? Nope, just pierced. Nothing wrong, just pierced. Alright, I want to start getting some more colors. Let's do some more base coats. Coffee is in me. Does that make me coffee? Yes. It's the transitive property of coffee. Alright, says, I don't know what I was doing anymore. My nipples derailed my train of thought. Our bad. Our bad. Alright, I'm going to start with this gold brown for the yellow, and then we'll work up to the very creamy light yellow that they have. It's very pretty. But we got to work up to that. Starbucks is basically coffee milkshakes. I know everyone goes crazy for pumpkin spice. The Christmassy ones are always my favorite. I love the creme brulee. That one's delicious. They do the Irish cream cold brew. Love that. Well, those are my favorite, the Christmassy ones. Dee Dee says, rather productive. Finished a Custodian's bike on Sunday. Finalized my Primera scheme yesterday. Getting the new Lictors built today. And we bobbling. Hope things have been awesome for you too. It's been good. With Labor Day, I kind of crashed after those salamanders. But we're getting back to it now. Needed a little bit of a break, but now I'm feeling much better. We were working on a frog chair yesterday, Dee Dee. Let me show you my frog. Frog. So that's, my lighting feels weird. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna switch you to the other camera here. Mess with my lighting for a second. It feels, I don't know. It feels off. 1 second. Okay, you're over here for a second. Okay. I just didn't want to, like, strobe lights in front of your eyes. It's still, something still feels weird. What happened? What did I move? I did TikTok things yesterday, and I guess something's a little off. Oh, well. That's what we're going to have for today. I tried pumpkin spice once. Never again. Too much for you? Too much. Let's see. The barista at Starbucks told me, I've never met anyone who liked this drink. Try it before you leave. I'll make you a different drink if you don't like it. Apple cinnamon. Is that a new one this year? I think the one I tried was an apple crisp, and I did like that one. It was very good. Topics in this chat changing faster than future plans for Twitter. We on top of it today. Mentally, it's like, don't put me on the spot. I hate being a bother so much. I'd never admit to not liking this. If it'll cause a fuss. I actually do like it, so it's no big deal. I don't like peppermint, so the Christmas drinks are usually out. The creme brulee is very good. I think there's a praline one, too. It's pretty good. I like the pepper. I do the peppermint mochas. Those are pretty good. Thanks to Dodger, I found that Lidl has a cold coffee drink that is basically Starbucks for €1. It's scarily close to their taste. So far, I'd say they use the same. Oh, syrup for the base, probably, because you can just buy that. Like, even if you're making it home, you can pick up the same syrups. Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't... Starbucks union busting, so I don't get my monies. But I make them all at home. And it's very good. Saves me a lot of money, too. Ever since they increased their prices, I don't think I could even afford it if I wanted it. Apple and cinnamon actually go together great, unlike whatever pumpkin spice is. Repray, welcome in. How are you? I like pumpkin spice, but I feel like it's always too much. I want like half as much as they put into it. He says, I'm a simple creature. Give me an ice shake and espresso and a zoom zoom. That might be what it is. Sticker just says apple sea oat. Okay, so I meant apple cinnamon is the next logical thing. If it is the same, it's very good. I did like that. I was surprised how much I liked it. I also thought I wouldn't. It's funny she made you try it in the store. To make sure you liked it. I was surprised how much I liked it. Can't imagine peppermint and coffee with some chocolate. Yeah, I always do it in the oat, with the, not oats. Ravenlord's got me goofed up. I always do it with the mocha. And that's pretty good. I like that. I'm just going to use the mountain of gift cards I have from Christmases and birthdays. The peppermint mocha's so good, yeah. My mom also gets a lot of those gift cards, so we treat ourselves every now and then. I like to just do their cold brews and throw a syrup in with it. That's what I was doing before we stopped going. Cold brew, pretty good. But now I just get a giant cold brew from the store that's like the cost of one or two of those. And I'm set for a bit. The weirdest coffee flavors and pizza toppings. We like new things. We like to try different things. For sure. That's part of the, we like the novelty of the new stuff. And it tends to sell pretty well for companies like Starbucks having a new drink. Everyone wants to try it, so. You have the people like me that don't normally go, that will go try a new flavor. They sell pretty well. Which brings us back to capitalism. We did it, chat. Full circle. We made it back. Easily one of my favorite seasonal drinks. My brother also loves the peppermint mocha. I made sure I had the stuff here to make it for him. The Truman's put Coke in their beer. The US does some weird things, but I feel like they win when it comes to drinks. As someone who is guilty of wanting to try every single thing, it works. I like trying the new stuff. There's a new coffee, a new shake, a new whatever. I'm there. I guess I see the people who don't like hot delicious. Hope you're having a good day. I see everyone not liking pumpkin spice. Chat, if you could pick a syrup for your coffee, what's your favorite? I think my other favorite is hazelnut. It's such a classic, easy one, but I love hazelnut. Did you ever get a hold of the alcohol Mountain Dew? I have not. I have to drive to Oklahoma to get it, which, you know, all those times I just drive to Oklahoma. You always take it straight black. Goodness. I can't do that. I need something. I at least need like some milk or something in it. Do people not like pumpkin? Well, I mean, it's different. I feel like I said earlier, pumpkin spice is nice, but I want like half of what they put in. It's too much. It's so strong. I want some of that, but Canada never gets the fun stuff. I'm a simple man. Coffee's not supposed to be a treat, so I drink it with either black with milk or a cream. Not supposed to be a treat. I think that's the saddest thing I've read in a while. That makes me sad. You can make it a treat, though. I used to mix Mountain Dew or Sprite with the pine tree distillate we make over here. What is that? You say we're weird, but you're adding something called pine tree distillate. That sounds weird to me. If it was half to a third as powerful, I might be okay with it. Yes, exactly. You don't need 4 giant pumps of pumpkin spice. You need like 1, maybe 2. Maybe 2, and then you're okay. You make it a treat, it loses all its power. That's why espresso is just pure caffeine and none of the good stuff. Okay. Ket is taking this much more seriously than I do. It's very interesting. It's not pine tree, but juniper tree. Is that like a... What is it, though? It tastes like chewing on a pine branch. Interesting. I'm not going to knock it. I would try it. But I think saying that we have weird drinks and then saying that, oh yes, chewing sticks. My second favorite pastime. Ah, yes. Now I see. Now I see. That sounds like gin. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a gin fan. So if you're doing juniper berry stuff, I'm probably not interested. Sorry. I know I'm probably the weird one not liking gin, but bleh. Why would you chew on a pine branch? Yeah, now Chad's very confused. I'm here for it. I think that's my favorite. My favorite turn here in chat. It's like, you guys have weird flavors. I'm just chewing on this pine branch. Hey, look at that. I don't like gin either. Look at that. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the backup. Usually when I say it, people are like, how do you not like gin? It's like, because it's gross. It's the weirdest flavor. Don't like it. You won't get headaches from it, and your breath smells like Christmas. I like that. Your breath smells like Christmas. That's not weird. Gin is poison flavored. See? I'm here trying to survive, and everyone's like, you're weird. No. It is not I who is weird. It's not I. Well, since I'm a little sad, I was perfectly content with my K-cup coffee until some fancy friends open up, a coffee shop. Now that I know what real fancy coffee tastes like, I'm ruined. Here's the thing. Make that the treat. Make that the, every now and then you wander over there and get some fancy coffee. Like, I used to when I was still at the office. Friday was my day where I'd go get, like, Starbucks and treat myself. Just have something, a little something extra, you know? Make that the treat. I feel like the only one who likes gin, but I'd have to agree, it kind of smells like what I would imagine a poison would. I found my people. They're all here in chat. Yeah, any other time. People give me the stink eye for not liking it. I was just around the wrong people, obviously. Alright, there's our pretty blue. I know I'm hopping around a lot, but you guys are probably used to it. Let's start some of the skin. Tried gin with juice and stuff. I don't mind it. Yeah, did you lean back? We go a lot right now because we want to make sure their business starts on a good note. I just had my K-cup coffee with Bebe and Lap, and I am dismayed. I'm gonna get my nice brush out for the skin. Got too many old brushes I'm using. I gotta drown my coffee in sugar and chocolate to make it bearable, says Jessie. Jessie's on the other side of the sugar spectrum. More, please. Respect it. I've been trying to use the Citadel skin tones more since the Triad I used to use with Reaper apparently doesn't exist anymore. So I've been trying to swap over to this for any tutorials or questions or things like that. Yeah, the bright skin tone lives no more, apparently. See, Ravenlord says... I usually get my coffee to twice a week. The days when I start the early shift, because I know I have time to hit the drive-thru. Otherwise, I don't really bother. Chat's like, what is that? Yeah, it's a Snoop Dogg song, chat. That's right, Scott's got his mind on his money and his money on his mind. That's right. Fanciest coffee I had was from Animal. Oh, that eats the coffee beans and poops it out? Yeah, you roast and make the coffee from that. It tastes like regular coffee. My taste buds are burned from so much chili I'm eating. That's supposed to be the fancy thing. I don't quite get it myself, but I know that's the fancy thing to do. I don't remember what it's called. I think it has a special name. But yeah, I have heard of that. My coffee tastes better... I'm sorry, my coffee better tastes somewhere between melted ice cream and hot cocoa. All the black coffee fans in chat in shambles. Amazing. Coffee is good for you. Science. Take that. Science, nerds. So I mentioned the skin tone, but I didn't actually say what colors I'm using. I started with Bugman's Glow. And now we are doing Acadian Flesh Tone. And then either later today or possibly next session, I'll move up to Kislev, depending on how I'm feeling. Hey Tuvan, welcome in. We are painting some Kingdom Death today, so we took a Warhammer break. This is the Halloween costume for the Flower Knight, so she is dressed up like the Flower Knight boss. And cutesified to go trick-or-treating. So that's what we've got today. How are you? We're chatting coffee as you come in. We've talked about Twitter, Microsoft, and now coffee. We're all over the board as usual. As usual. I only caught a bit of it yesterday, but no one acknowledges that Scott quoted Chubba Wumpa Tub Thumping. He did, yep. He had the lager drink and then the cider drink. He sure did. Scott's just in here to drop the song references all stream. Let's see who picks up on them. That's what he's here for. Anyways, does it ever find enough taste to know good coffee from bad? My body's just, it's not actively bad, so it's good enough, I guess. I feel like I'm with that with a lot of food. Like, as long as it's good, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to be picky about it. The people who are, like, super picky about food make me a little crazy. Like, it's, like, I want to call myself, like, a foodie, but I'm not, like, weird about it. I just like food. I don't know what word that would be. It's alright, you'll get knocked down, but you'll get up again, that's right. I don't have money for fancy coffee. I spent all my money on plastic soldiers. True. True. Then it's so pricey now. My mind reels filled with image of Nikki running around a house I've never seen. I can't imagine rapping Regulate. Just a small peek into our day-to-day lives here. Not being in anything snob makes you save so much money. Also makes you less annoying to your friends. True. True. Yeah, I just like food. I'll try anything. I'm not here to just be fancy. Food snobs and foodies are not the same. I feel like when you say foodie, a lot of it is the snobby side, so I don't like to say that. I just want to eat. Scott says, 1 box of Intercessors is the same price as 3 caramel lattes. Tell me, which will you enjoy for a longer time? Scott's here doing the girl math in the chat. I didn't get coffee, so I can get some Intercessors. I'd rather buy a frog on a throne. It's a pretty sweet kit. Again, if you'd like to help a girl out, I did post Frog on a Throne on my socials. If you want to give him a little bump, thank you to everyone who does. How many Ludba figurines does that translate to? A box of Intercessors is what? I'm afraid to guess now. Badger's rule of 3 only applies to Games Workshop Forge World, right? Believe it's all miniatures. Sorry. Believe it's all miniatures. We'll have to ask the Badger Man himself. I think it applies to just whatever Badger decides it applies to is the scary bit. It could be anything. Could be Badgers. Scott says, I have no idea, chat. I don't drink coffee. I also don't know because the prices are going up and it's ridiculous right now. No, thank you. Curious, are you using GW skin instead of the Vallejo fairy skins? That's another good one we could have used. You may have been AFK when I said it. I've been trying to avoid the Reaper bright skin tone just because it doesn't exist. And when I get questions, now that you guys have told me it doesn't exist, I've just tried using other ones. So I'm using this one for a little bit. The Vallejo fairy skins are very nice paints. Would definitely recommend those as well. But I'm just trying to use some other skin tones. I like that this still kind of has that rosy undertone to it. Since she is very fair-skinned. So just sticking with it for now. Badger looks around. You have to say more time. Teague, that's the magic word. More time. And then we'll see. I tried. Discontinues its paint. So give me another FOMO. So apparently what they can do is if you want the color and you can buy it in like a group. So like if a bunch of us wanted the bright skin tones, they will remix it, but it's not part of their regular line anymore. Is what I think we found out. Okay, we need our purples. Let's get those out real quick. So I think it discontinued that line. It wasn't replaced. I wonder if it just wasn't as popular, even though that's when you're doing display painting. Those are the colors you're using. So it's interesting. For like the, if you're going for a very fair skin tone like that, because you need the pink, you need that peachy, you need that yellowy. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's just not sold as much. Whereas if you're doing the more tan skin tones, you're not using those colors as much. Where is Nagara? The blessed color, that's right. Tan. Yeah, I think the tan, some of those are probably used, the fair and the rosy, because you can kind of make it out of that, you know. It was just those colors were so nice to have together. I just realized there's a gang. I found, let me, hold on. I found that emote last night. Has that been around? Oh, Scott had it too, sorry. I was trying to find the Mortal Kombat one that they added, and I found him, and I hadn't seen him before. I didn't know if you changed opinion on the stuff. No, I still love that triad. It's just every time I had to answer with that and knowing that they don't exist anymore. Will says, I guess I have to buy another 2 surgers for baby boy. Gotta rack up another 346,000 to follow the rule of 3. Holy! Pretty sure you don't have to roll with 3 of those. No. I think that one, I don't think Badger would agree to that one. But I did the dino in that color instead of the Twitch color. It is interesting. Yeah. No, it was just in my head, Scott. Squeezel, welcome in. How are ya? Red Glass Tuesday. We switching it up. Alright, purple time. But yeah, I hated having to answer that the triad no longer exists. I do really love, they have the, that tanned skin tone that Scott brought up. They have that, and they have the bronzed. They have a lot of those really pretty colors. I think there was a golden one I picked up I wanted to try. I haven't gotten to use that as much. But yeah. No, Reaper skin tone's still great. It's just hard to throw it into a tutorial when it doesn't exist. Badger has an NHS. He doesn't care if it's rule of 3. I think it just applies to minis, yeah. I'm gonna ask chat. Chat, what skin tones, like, brands do you like to use? The Vallejo, Reaper? Stick to Citadel? What do you guys like to use for skin tones? Also, I'm burning up back here. Some triads are gone? Apparently, yeah. Apparently one that I used pretty often doesn't exist anymore. The bright skin tone. Apparently it did not sell well enough. Sorry, in the art, this portion has purple ribbon mixed in, and there's not actually purple ribbon, so I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. If the thing itself becomes the purple, or... Bill, welcome in. How are you? I just put a helmet on the model and no skin tones required. For my trooper dudes, I do the same. I don't want to have to mess with it. Characters, I'll do it. Anything else? Nah. Oh, apparently that's with your employee discount? I hope the battle with insurance continues to, 1, happen, 2, go well. Because that's rough. Hey, Dracolicious, how are you? Can AV6 Scott really be trusted to be a mod? I mean, yeah, what are we doing? What are we even doing? How are you today? Welcome in. A little different than Zoom Zooms here. This is the model that I'm working on. This is for Kingdom Death, which is a board game. It is a cooperative campaign board game. And then they like to do seasonal models. So this is one of their Halloween models. I don't have any more Kingdom Death up here, unfortunately. But usually we paint things for Warhammer. So Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar. Here's a frog I'm working on for their fantasy stuff. But welcome on in. Chat, if you want to catch some Zoom Zooms, some racing sims here on Twitch, Trackalicious hosts the league that Scott races in. So if you want to catch some racing sims, go follow Trackalicious for me. Scott, you want to shout out Trackalicious? I know that's usually my job. You get to do it this time. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. But says, I love the Vallejo Fairy and Malefic flesh sets. Yes. Sometimes I feel like it's cheating. They're that good. It does feel like cheating, right? I've mostly stuck to Citadel on very few skin things I've painted. Mostly because I don't have the Vallejo versions. Scott says, no, I let others do the work. I just like to wave my Nerf sword around and make swoosh noises. Mousebait, hello. How are you? Oh, we're just getting started. We just got some base coats. How are you? Welcome in. We got plenty of time. I'm here to support, well, what you're doing. Not the other way around. No, we get to support each other. That's the best. That's the fun part of Twitch. But yeah, everyone go check out Zoom Zooms. Go check out Zoom Zooms. Checking the Monday Night Rookie series, yeah. If you guys have caught some Scott racing, Trackalicious is who's hosting it. Go check it out. You guys have a really cool community and setup. It's really, really cool to tune in and see. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about cars, but I still have fun watching watching all the races and stuff. I always feel bad because I don't have anything to add. She supports by keeping busy 2 nights a week. Not bored bothering her. No. I'm glad you have car friends, because I can't talk about any of that. I am useless when it comes to Zoom things. I was thinking you're a little stream we could help boost. Come to find out you're a real juggernaut. We're the plumps. No. No. So I do this full time. So I have commissions and then streaming. So we've been here a bit. He found out the secret to dealing with the hubbies. Oh no. Hold on. This paint needs a good shake. Oh, Bill, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Trackalicious. Enjoy those emotes. Your ad-free viewing. Bill, thank you. That sub also gets us one closer to a YouTube project, video, stream, something, we'll decide, of chat's choice. So at 350, you guys can pick out something for us to do together. Thank you for all the support with September. We're close to that now. Rawr. The way you said that made me think we hang out in the backyard with Hot Wheels making zoom zoom noise. Yeah, your car friends. Go play with your car friends. That's not what I meant. Wait, what? Go play with your car friends. Magic the Gathering IHOP was not a team up I was expecting. Apparently if you join the IHOP rewards program, you get Magic the Gathering arenas. Wait, so the Magic the Gathering news this week so far has been My Little Pony and IHOP. Yeah, not IHOP's an interesting one. Lord Zath, welcome in. How are you today? IHOP, of all the things. Waffle House would have been better. They could have done it the lady with the chair as a card. Yeah, if I'm going into battle and I had to pick between IHOP and Waffle House, I'm putting Waffle House in my deck. Yeah, for sure. Because card games and sticky syrup go together so well. My Little Pony and IHOP collab incoming. Yeah. My Little Pony makes sense, but Hasbro's insane. Yeah, the My Little Pony is the extra life secret layer. So I threw it in the tabletop, I think tabletop thread yesterday if you want to see it. But that is their special one that they're doing for extra life. Thinking the pint-sized juggernaut, visualizing with the King Marco helmet, armor on, screeching as she barrels through walls. Just another peek at our day-to-day life, Will. Yep. You've played Magic in an IHOP before, so it's not a huge stretch. Maybe there's more of that than we think. Have your next tournament at IHOP. We'll get you into some Zoom Zooms. And we have the spouse swap phrase we're going to run soon. Have to get you two into it for sure. Would you like to know my embarrassing confession? I can't reach the pedals on Scott's thing. I would have to be controller. I don't know. I think I will cheer from the sidelines. I'm good at that. I'm really loud. I'm good at cheering. I think I will leave the Zoom Zooms to the experts. And just be aggressively loud. Are you attending MagicCon Las Vegas this week? And make sure to stop by Creator Arena presented by IHOP. We'll have many of your favorite Magic content creators, fully stocked Magic the Gathering Arena accounts, and lots more casual Magic to play. I'm just thinking of the crazy like commander deck you could build with IHOP. You can have just the absolutely insane deck based off IHOP. It's the end time for reals. Venomous, welcome in. How are you? Happy Tuesday. To be a new pit event. Pull the car into the pit every few laps and swap drivers. There you go, Trackalicious. I don't know. That could be from the name of your event. I don't know what the rules are, but there you go. Commander Pancakes. Now I'm hungry. Oh. We have all the ideas this morning. One thing no one thought about when they stopped sending out phone books. People don't have them to reach the pedals. I know. How am I going to reach anything now? It's truly sad, Ravenlord. I feel very left out. Truly sad. Need one called the Grand Slam. Wait, isn't that Denny's? We don't want to... Yeah, we don't need Denny's in here. Denny's can get their own collab, you know? They need to be working this magic angle. Though Denny's could go for, like... It's not really a magic competitor. Maybe the new, No, it wouldn't be Disney. Flesh and Blood. Denny's collab. I hit you with 3 points of sizzling bacon grease damage. Oh. All they need to do is make Arena a go for me, is let us scan our own cards and put them in our online decks. But then how will they sell you the digital cards? We used to get IHOP all the time to get their happy face chocolate pancakes. My 20-year-old still tries to ask for them. Adorable. Denny's does, in fact, still exist, yep. It's a fun event where the amateur drives 10 minutes and then the pro drives 20 minutes. Oh, okay. And then the amateur finishes it. That is fun. A couple of pillows should do the trick. Could possibly work. I'm gonna say no. I'm not interested in Zoom Zooms. I'm here to cheer. I'm not interested in learning yet another thing. I will cheer very loudly, though. I'm very good at that. When you guys start to hear me through Scott's mic, that's when you know. That's when I'm on for the night. Yeah. Car stuff's not my thing. That's okay. Now, if you guys do, or if Scott decides to do, like a goofball racing stream, like a Mario Kart type night, I'd try to hop in on that. That'd be fun. Because his chat loves to tell him about the blue shells he could be using to win, but... Denny's actually expanded in Ohio a few years ago. Secret Edition is the Grand Slamwich. Fight me. Oh, Secret Addiction, I'm sorry. Grand Slamwich. I wish Slam was here to hear of the great Slamwich. We'll treat him after he becomes Dr. Slam. Every single wife he proposes to said the exact same thing. No thanks. Every single one did it, had a blast. I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they did. I will cheer them on. Get a second mic. Oh, I could be the pit crew. That's right. He's always yelling at his crew chief guy, Jim. That Jim is always in trouble. That could be me. What do you think, Scott? I would like to take over for the car on the left. Car on the left. Car on the right. I'd like to take over for that. Just for pure optimal annoying. That's what I'd like to be. Can I audition for this? I'm going to take over the stream, but we'll slowly grind away the no to a yes. You're welcome to try. I'm good, though. We're going to record you saying the lines and import them for the spotter. Let's do it. Put me in there, coach. I misread this as you had proposed to many wives. A bit of a brain to stop working moment. Trackalicious taking over many things, actually. Go faster. Thanks. Let's put in some, like, very Madden type things, right? Like, to win the race, you need to be faster. Let's put in some stuff like that. Instead of the car on the left, when he goes, Jesus, look out. It's just me screaming. Oh no. Oh no. I bet Lando's wife would do it. Shake my head. I have hard enough time keeping one happy, let alone many more. Dragula's like, no, please. No, please. Oh, no, it'd be nice if my airbrushes worked. Oh, did the fix not work for you, Riot? Which you mentioned in the Discord. Hey, Seacracken, welcome in. The fastest usually wins. See, if you just go faster. Yeah, Will Buxton quotes. That's what I want to do. In order to win the race, first you must finish. Yep. That's what I want to add to my audio tracks. I want to give the sage racing wisdom. I've ascended. I'm not going to be racing. I'm going to be just straight up coach. Yeah. I can't be racing when my coaching skills are going to waste. Sorry to disappoint. Please no, Will Buxton. Yeah, why would I drive when I could coach? Let's see, the compressor works by not getting paint through the nozzle. That I'm not sure. Chat, if you want to help. If there's anything we think Riot should give a try, let us know. What was that, Will? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a McLaren. Going at 140. Why are you taking that line? Yeah, I just question everything. Regarding your comment about coaching, like, drive faster than the guys. Ahem. Coaching is for the has-beens. You have to have been to then be a has-been. No, I'm just that good. I'm that good. I'm just leapfrogging over. Don't worry about it. I'm just that good. Bud says, pull it apart, look for crap inside. That's what I do. That's, I would say, 90% of owning an airbrush. Is opening it up to see what has been clogging it. And putting it back together. That is a fair amount of airbrush usage, yeah. Enjoy the stream. Good luck with the artistry. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you later. For checking out some painting. A little different, so thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye as for now. I'll have to put it in the Sonic Cleaner later. Sonic Cleaner is great. I am really glad that we have ours. It has saved a few different projects, and we've done it for the airbrush. So hopefully that gets whatever you're looking at right. I see you at the swap race. I'll be there. You'll hear me. You'll hear me. Let's see. That'd be the next idea. Get anything you're missing. So, like, it sounds like it's at least the airbrush and not any other larger things you'd have to replace. So that's good at least. My airbrush process is, it doesn't work, tear it down, fiddle with the Q-tips toothbrush cleaner. Look at it closely, put it back together. Still no work? Repeat. Yeah. And if that still doesn't work, then it goes into timeout with some cleaner. And I just pout the rest of the night. Yep. That's pretty much it. I've been doing it to sunscreen the front piece and brushing it out. That gets a lot of it, honestly. For a little bit there, we had it where it was like backing up into the brush, which was frustrating. But I think we finally got that fixed. We had a seal that needed to be replaced. But for the most part, that does fix most things. Until you're in a real bad spot. I had to leave mine soak for a day when I accidentally left, lacquer paint in it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. But yeah, sometimes just putting it in timeout for a bit. If it doesn't work after 2 cleans, rage scream at it and threaten it with a hammer. Another live look at life around our house. Alright, small break. I'm sore. The pouting is the required step. Yeah, you can't skip that part. I will admit that more than once I've just bought a new needle and nozzle off Amazon because I couldn't get the nozzle clean. Sometimes it's just, yeah. Sometimes you have to. The first airbrush I had clogged, and when stripping it, I broke it. The second was crushed in the tragic, I forgot about that, the storage accident. We're frantic there in the hospital for my boy to be born. Hey, Nathalie, did I wander into dice jail? Airbrush jail this time. But yes, similar concept. How are you? We are working on a Kingdom Death Lady today. So this is the Flower Night Halloween costume. And we're just now getting to some of our layers and getting more of it put together here. How are you? Yeah, 3 times the charm, says Dee Dee. Ever the optimist. I like it. We need that energy today. Alright, I think we're needing to do our oranges. I think is where we're at. Which means working with more of this Troll Slayer, which has kind of been a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of this color. Let's see if there's another orange I could use. I know we've used one of the Reaper ones before. It still isn't great coverage, but it's better. Considering swapping to that. I'm gonna keep thinking, we'll keep working on the green for now. But then I think we have to swap to our oranges. Airbrush Alcatraz. Just all of our misbehaving airbrushes. If they would just work for us. Stop getting clogged. Wouldn't have to sit in there. Yeah, I need to figure out what orange we want to use, because I'll probably use it on our Devil Satan as well. So I want to make sure it will cover nicely. I'll probably airbrush as much of the other one as I can, just because the orange is kind of a pain to work with. Good, but at work. So lurk for me sounds good. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope work goes well today. Thank you for coming by. If anyone would like to see the other Halloween projects we've put together, that's over on YouTube for the VOD. We put together a Devil Satan. We put this lady together. We have a Disciple of the Witch. And then Sen, which is the very pretty one from the Gen Con sale with the fan. I put her together too, so I want to work on her here soon. Maybe after we get a Halloween project done. Hop over. Public airbrush enemy, numero uno. Right here, that's right. Numero uno. This is why the lacquer is better. Oh, for like the oranges and stuff. I had the thought maybe I should get my Chimera paints out actually and use that. See how that does with the orange. I probably need to look at... I know there's a old game color Vallejo that we have. The one that Scott uses for his knights. I don't know how well that would paint on, like hand paint. But getting a model color orange is probably a good idea at this point. I had a lovely orange to me. I used it for my Nids base coat. Yeah, maybe next time at the game store, just take a look. Try and find orange. Just in general, not even necessarily just for the Halloween projects, but just a nice orange. It's easier to work with than the Citadel. Because that Troll Slayer is just kind of a pain. I can get it to do it, but it's a pain. They'll take my orange fire. I'd like a good, like it's a pretty color. I'd like a good just like base color orange. Maybe a little darker. But I don't know. Next time we're out and about, I'll take a look. I was gonna say, aren't the lacquers usually the gloss? We accidentally purchased, but just matte it. You can get it matte. I'm just lazy. Oh, okay. So it does come in a matte. I get a little annoyed if I have to go back and forth with the clear coats. Because, like, a lot of people are like, we'll just do a matte coat. It's like, yeah, but then I have to stop painting, matte coat it, and when I could just have a paint that does it. It's the only paint pot Scott likely has left. She already stole all the blues. I need them all. I'm the one doing this full time. I get the paints. That's how it works. Speaking of paint, we need a... I don't know what it is about Wild Rider Red. I can't get it to last. I do have one back here, if you need it. Or no, sorry, I have Evil Sun Scarlet. That's the color I was thinking of, sorry. I haven't used Wild Rider in a bit. Put it on the list. The one I took is just chomp. Put it on the list. Sorry, I was thinking Evil Suns, and for some reason, I've had a hard time with that paint, which is weird, because it's not like... Usually it's their white paints. They're very light paints I have a hard time with, but... That one keeps giving me issues for some reason. Don't know what it is. Evil Suns goes chonk too. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a very pretty color. But for some reason, I can't get it to last. It's weird. I was looking through my paints last night. Need to resuscitate them. Several chonked, unopened. I have a couple of Rakarth Flesh that I guess had been sitting too long at the game store. That were already pretty chonky. But I also need to get the Vortex mixer on. It's frustrating. Yeah, we shouldn't have to, especially new paints, shouldn't have to resurrect them. It's frustrating. Especially when some of those ones in the, is it the hex pots are still good. Well, now I'm paranoid about my paints. Thanks, chat. Nope. If you're storing paints, make sure they are out of sun and in a nice, comfy room temperature. It's the best you can do. I'm gonna go dive through my pile of GW paints McDuck style. Just make sure you do the best to store them. That's what you can do. I have a dwarf flesh that's perfect, right? What happened? Hello, welcome in. Sorry, I think I've pronounced your name. I'm trying to do it again. Is it Ailers? Welcome in. How are you? And a cake. How are you? You had me at Death and Flowers. Who is she? This is one of their Halloween models. So this is a, I'll just turn it over here. The Flower Knight costume. So she is actually dressed up like the boss, the Flower Knight, which is one of my favorite models from them. If you, or if someone else wants to throw a quick Google link. So the Flower Knight boss is what she's dressed up as. But they have a lot of figures that are dressed up like the different bosses. So like one of them is dressed up like the lion, which is the first boss. One of them is the antelope that I showed you guys the other day. So this one came out last year to kind of go with that line. And she cute. How are you today, Cake? What you up to? But yeah, they do so many seasonal minis, and it's a lot of fun. They're some of my favorites from them. And it's a good way to kind of break up what we're working on stream. Something different to work on. I'm going to get our magenta out, actually. As soon as I find it. Room temperature. Oh, I'm going to go empty the air fryer. Yeah, get them out of that. Room temp. But yeah, if anyone is having issues with paint, make sure they are nice, cool, dark spot. You've got sun shining on them. Give them a move. And see how well loved this magenta is. I'm just going to take that off. Because it's almost out. Let's see, I'm chilling with lunch, a salad, for the usual afternoon crunch of, okay, we need to do this, and this, and this, and let's do it all now. Uh-oh. Refueling them for the afternoon crazies. I hope it's a good salad. I hope the afternoon goes okay. Dita says, I'm so tempted by Gambler's Chest, but I also got the notification that Borderlands Kickstarter is finally on the way to my house. Space priorities, yup. Yup. I think I need to make room before the Elden Ring stuff comes in. And my other Monster Hunter stuff comes in. So I feel that, Dee. I feel that. This room's the darkest spot in the house. There you go. Good for paints. If you have a couch, you don't need a bed. That's like 30 square feet of extra space you can get. Another look at at life here at our house. No bed, only models. So much space, so much room for activities. Oh, stick with the bed, get rid of the couch, says Mousebay. Go the other way around. Better for your back, true. For real though, bunk beds are just comfy storage racks, and I should trade for one. The boxes are big enough you can sit and sleep on them. You don't even need the couch either. I get that out of here. Even more space. Chat with all the pro hobby tips. They make the desk. Oh, yeah, bunk beds too. I've seen those. Yep. Good idea. Keeping all of this in mind as you guys write them down. When those bunk beds off the floor with storage underneath, yeah. Little Mouse still sleeps on that. Other boys still have the bunk beds too. I was supposed to get them out of the house earlier, but hello, nerds. Doesn't work. Just think of all that hobby space you'll have, Mousebait. It's gonna be great. All that hobby space. Alright, we're moving on to best green, moot green. After a Google search, I'd like to say the Flower Knight is less flowery than I thought they'd be. So they're kind of a protector of flowers, I guess is a better way to... They have, you actually fight in like more of a garden. But that's one of my favorite models from them. He's beautiful, and I actually need to finish mine. I thought about bringing him on one day just to finish him up. That was one of my first like tries at non-metallic. He was going okay. But I need to finish him. I accept that answer. Yeah, it's I've only gotten to fight him once or twice, but I think he can actually attack you with like vines. And then it is a fencer. So it's got these really cool like fencing sword moves. But he beat our butt because we didn't know what we were doing. And that's the only time we fought him. He absolutely destroyed us because we didn't know. I think we were doing or we didn't understand a mechanic correctly. I'm going to go with that instead of just we got our asses kicked. But next time, I'll look him up a little bit more. See if we can get him. The other cool part, Cake, is Scott brought him in to our D&D campaign as a like separate encounter from the campaign. He like wrote a whole little boss fight around it. It was really cool. Was a neat surprise. I love when people take like minis from Warhammer or from Kingdom Death and make D&D stuff out of it. Arcane, what? No, you're good. Trying to remember what I said now. He brought them over to D&D as a boss. Campaign, I think is what I said. We didn't understand the mechanics as the tabletop equivalent of the game controller is broken. That's right. Player 2, just tying us down here. Yeah, I think there was a special move that really helps with him, and we didn't know how that worked. Because it's literally just me with a rule book trying to figure it out. So I don't think we understood what we were doing. I find a base coat kind of ruins your brushes, or am I just too hard on them? If it's not metallics, you may be a little rough with them. Metallics will, for sure. I've not had it with just regular base coating. I'm just trying to suplex the brush into the mini, right? Mouse bait's going for the opposite of glazing. Just always hard, always, all the time. Destroy brush into mini. Maximum paint. Don't need 2 coats if you dunk the mini in the paint. Yeah, true. Time save. Get there, finish it. Fierce Lion, hello, how are you? We're bullying Mousebait and painting some Kingdom Death. How are you? We are working on, let me show you. This is the Flower Night Halloween costume. We're moving along on her. Trying to get all this green worked up. How are you? What's everyone got going on for the rest of today? Do you have anything fun planned, chat? I know a lot of us working, but... anything cool? Well, I'll show you. I'll use my worst brush anyway. There you go. I need to order some brushes, and I was trying to figure out what I want to get. I think getting, like, a nice new synthetic is probably a good idea. I kind of want to try the Monument Hobbies Sable, since we were talking about him in the Discord. I really like my Raphael, but give him a try. Remember when the Army Painter dip was the beginner method? Watching people put minis in the chuck of a drill, dip, and then spin? Avian still tries to get us to do it. Yep. I do remember. I saw a lot of Skaven armies done that way. A lot of Skaven. Let's see. Working, climbing. Maybe get some cleaning. Got people coming over on Saturday. Nice, nice. I'm glad you'll be back to climbing again, too. And you were excited last time. On brush discussion, I'm generally pretty nice to my brushes. I notice that when I batch paint a big batch, even when I'm gentle, paint does dry up in there and permanently colors the bristles, especially if it's synthetic, yeah. When you're not cleaning quite as often, it can happen. I don't like synthetic as much, but saving some of that, saving my sable from some of the batch painting is good. For my amateur, the monument brushes are fine, but I prefer the Series 7. I do wish the Series 7 was a little bit more reliable. I did like the one I had, but then we got some bad ones. I don't know, kind of want to try something different this. I'll probably still order my Raphaels as a backup, but I kind of want to try some new ones. Well, you're supposed to clean. That might be the problem here, Mousebait. I think we find your problem. Granted, I'm not great about cleaning my brushes. I should do like a full clean after a stream. I don't. I don't. What's supposed to be dip and flick? Yeah, I think that's what it's marketed as, yes. But people were doing the attached to drill, like Teak was saying. People were doing it, for sure. I do like the monuments. I had a monument synthetic that lasted me a good while. So I guess if I do decide to get a synthetic, grab one of theirs. Don't have to clean your brushes if you don't paint. Scott coming in with the pro tips. Oh, I just stopped saying that word so the bot doesn't spam. All good, wasted mine. All good. Our sort of our sort of friendly local game store sells Ghost, which is a synthetic line. I like them okay. I save them for all the metals, yeah. I think metallics are always the one where, even if you don't normally switch brushes, if you've got a lot of metallic work lined up, I think it's worth it at that point. Like when I was doing the Black Legion, I had a synthetic and then an older sable that I was using because I didn't want to tear up my nice brushes with all that trim. Dee Dee says, I'm forever just searching for brushes. Oh, we haven't found anything yet, Dee Dee? Or are we adding to the collection? The Raphaels have been my favorite. I've pretty much stuck to them. But I kind of want to try a couple others for like when I get questions and stuff. We'll never know. Let's see, Pure Science is doing well. Need to finish airbrushing the dragon for my grandma's 70th birthday. She likes dragons and fantasy. We connect on that a lot. That's going to be adorable. She's going to love that. Awesome. What color dragon you going? Dee Dee's bird probably flies away with them. Probably. No need to clean the brushes if you just drink the paint directly from the pot and then not like the brush either. There you go. Continuing. Hobby tips. Don't do that, Jen. Teague says, I finally ordered the last few materials to try my first all oils project. Likely to tackle 40k mini. I don't care about before I tackle the Shadow Point minis. I'm excited to see what you think, Teague. I hope you have fun playing with them. right, any more magenta. Putting all this on, I remember that the other Halloween survivors also had the pink stitching, so this will match up nicely with the rest of them. I'll have to get a little family photo of all of them when they're done. Hand over fist, thank you so much for that sub. For 4 months of support. I owe you a food sticker for September. Would you like to be? Let me grab the ones I had earlier. I've got, would you like to become waffle fries, a cotton candy llama, a bell pepper guinea pig, I don't know, lightning pizza, or a hot dog? Any of those look good for our collage here. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. See, First Lion's going for an ice dragon, cold blues and white highlights. That's going to be so pretty. T says, I've done some oil washes and stuff like that, but going to try 100% oils paint job. Yup. That's going to be cool. Let's see. It's about how fast they knock out minis with oils. Yeah, it's a very different. I've watched a few videos, and just the process is very different. The pig. Let's go to pig. How are you today? Welcome in. Guinea pig purr. There we go. He's so cute. I don't know why he's in this batch of stickers, but he's adorable, so we'll go with it. Make sure we spell this right. Fist. Thank you. I'll get you added to our collage for September. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. How's your day today? We are working on some Kingdom Death. So I've got this lovely. This is the Flower Knight Halloween costume. So she is dressed up like the Flower Knight boss. And trying to get the rest of her base coats and everything in. Panda, hello, how are ya? Because food, yeah, the rest of it is just straight up food. But then we also have guinea pig bell pepper. I did also find this cat avocado, so I guess that's in the same bucket. There's some weird ones in here. Doing all right. How are things here? We're doing well. Trying to get her all figured out here. I'm avoiding the orange because I don't want to deal with the annoying orange paint just yet. Always good when you don't want to paint the orange on a Halloween project. Oh, you have 2 guinea pigs named Trixie and Willow. Perfect. We got the perfect sticker then. Adorable. A.T. Roger in chat also has guinea pigs. They're so cute. I could have had cat avocado, but kiwi's pretty cool. The kiwi's massive. That's okay. Cat avocado, I'm sure, will join us here soon. For future reference, do you have any advice for how to get airbrush color in little spaces that are mostly covered by other spaces without overspraying the outside bit? Start work inside out. So the part that's covered, so like if you're trying to get like, trying to pick a spot here. If you're trying to go like back in behind her, right? Start with that deepest area and then kind of work out. It's going to be easier to touch up the things that are closer to you. Just to make sure you get that color in there and then work out. If that makes sense. I do that with painting too. If there's like in between arms, things like that. Get the color you need in there and then start to work out. And you can do touch-ups on the easier stuff that's up front. As opposed to going through all this work in the front and then trying to get your brush or the airbrush in there and just messing up what you've already done. Yeah. Order of operations, I guess, would be the tip I have for you. Trying to do base coats. Oh, with the airbrush now. Slowly learn. Yeah. The more that you can kind of work those tricky spots out. Makes things easier. Hey, Spatsnat. Yeah, silly putty. If you, I think the only thing that's kind of annoying with that is if you tend to over putty or if you miss something. But if you need to do that, try the Chimera Orange. I think that's what I'm going to do, Bill. I think I'm going to dig it out here after stream, which is why I haven't really touched the orange again. I think I want to get it out and try it. Because if it's good, I'll use it for the other lady as well. It's just we're kind of to the point where the rest of the base coating is a lot of that orange. These are both orange, 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 orange. We're kind of to the point that I'd like to work on it, but I will wait and see how that goes. Until then, we got plenty of other things to paint. Avocado. There you go. Give you an upvote and a downvote. All things in balance, as it should be. Spats, now what you up to today? We're working on some Kingdom Death. I need a break from our Warhammer projects. One thing I've learned to learn about Chimera Orange, shake the living daylights out of them. Even the original set, which doesn't seem to need it as much as the expansion set. I will vortex mix it up then when I get it out. Makes sense though, because has all that yellow in there, which can be a tricky color. Gotta get all those pigments to cooperate. Wait, not just orange, all of them, which rhymes with orange. I will do that. I will shake the daylights out of them. Wasn't too pleased with the Chimera I got. I have played with them like once before. They were very nice. I just tend to keep that type of paint for display projects, which I have not wanted to work on here lately. I was mostly on a different color than I actually bought. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Chimera. Excuse me. 1 second. The big, like, selling point for me with the Chimera was being able to mix with the pure pigments. So I just have the first set. Which is why I tend to keep them for more display type stuff. Because I'm going to be mixing anyway. But that makes sense. Now they've kind of moved to more pre-made colors and things. Which is interesting. It's interesting kind of seeing what they have done since then. Chimera has become my go-to. Let's see. I have 5 people coming over this weekend for a 9+ hour game of Mega Civ. The only thing I don't like about the game is no minis to paint. Womp womp. That sounds fun though. That sounds intense for 9 hours of it. My goodness. All these little braids. I'll come back with another highlight too after this. Got our pretty blue worked up. And then another orange flower. I'll have to come back for that. I love all the earth tones in expansion 1. Mixing guide in that set is such wow many mixes. Sad to say my Raphael 2 is not a good one. Oh no, did you get a bad brush? That just makes me sad. That's what I kept running into with the Winsor Newtons. We'd get the bad brushes. I'm just like, I don't want to spend my money on this. I'm sorry to hear that, mouse beat. Alright. Layer the other side. Come back from work meeting to dead silence. Oh no. Whole meeting was well. It doesn't retain its shape anymore. It's not very old. It's still better than my Series 7 glare. Yeah. That old things makes me sad. So I had a Series 7 I really liked. I would always save it for like doing eyeballs and stuff. Because I had a really nice like snap to the bristles. But the next ones we ordered were not good. That's it. I'm gonna have to mute you in a second. Monument's monthly painting challenge is painting white. I'm gonna mute for a second, chat. Sorry. Okay, I think we're safe. Monthly painting challenge is painting white. I pulled out some Fantasy Battle High Elves that I've had in my closet for 30 years to paint. That's a good model to pick for them. What is the plan here for painting white? We working up from a certain color? Sadie thinks it sucks too. I know. She's also not happy about the Winsor Newton brushes. My first one years ago lasted like 2 years. My second one didn't even last a month. Yep. Yep. That is similar to our experience, unfortunately. Thank you, Exalted, for the backwards work. Still my favorite. I'm about to just upload it as an emo. It's tempting. It's very, very tempting. Distraction treat. I don't know. Now she's learning that if she's a brat, she gets a treat. I don't think I like that. Yeah. It looks so funky, like even more Bork. Exactly. I love it. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's a region thing. Because I know, like, Broso, I think, has had emotes that we don't have. So I don't know what the, how Twitch decides that. That's the only reason I think that is because Broso's had things that we haven't had. I can squish and grayscale. Interesting. I got the power. I know I gave him a sword and now he can like rotate shit. Look at the little squishy. Squish is pretty great though. I like Squish. Not quite as derpy as backward work, but still pretty derpy. Little pancake Simon. All right, we need another highlight. I wonder if we should use... We could use the Bahara that I got out. It's pretty. Just to check. Oh, I can flip it. So Kate can do it. So that's not what it is. So it's not a mod thing. It's not a sub thing. It's not a region thing. You got librarian glasses? I don't know then. We just broke it. Is that Lakainem? If I goof that up, please let me know. I got a set of AIT staple brushes from Amazon for 25 bucks. For the price, they are amazing. Had them for 2 years. That's great. Welcome on in. How are ya? Welcome, welcome. Is there anything you're working on? We're working on some Kingdom Death today. There you go, chat. There's another brush recommendation. I can't horizontal flip any of them. The answer is that Twitch plays favorites. Must be. How does it feel to be Twitch's favorite? Must be. Partners are able to set emote modifiers. Yeah, on tier 2 and tier 3. Emote modifiers change your existing emotes in fun and interesting ways. By default, every partner is assigned horizontal flip, sunglasses, and think. So Mousebait flipped it. Yeah, Mousebait just got it to work. If you go down the actual emotes, there's like an arrow. Hover shows you the mods. Maybe T3 doesn't have it in it. Oh, maybe. But Mousebait, I don't think, was tier 3. I don't know. Because I know where to set that. The Panda's mentioned in the chat. Like, I have set that up before, but I haven't changed it. So, I don't know. The great emote mystery. Oh, she is tier 3. Okay. Sorry. I can't give sunglasses. Okay. Exalted. Now Derp Simon is eating pancake Simon. Okay. Well, I don't know. I can look at it later. I need Will to yell how unjust this is. I am unable to convey it accurately. More capitals. More capitals. Alright. Spending too much time on this hair. But it's pretty. And it's not orange, so I can work on it. More capitals, weird mouth emoji, incoherence. On our first welcome in, how are you? We're working on some Kingdom Death, the first of our Halloween projects. What you got going on? Not being able to paint orange is becoming difficult here. I guess we'll work on some skin tones then. Please unmod Exalted so I can bonk him. No. No. He keeps his power. I don't see anything to edit mine though, and I think I upgraded to 3. I don't know. I'll have to... Mousebait. There it goes. My alerts still seem quiet. Thank you so much, Mousebait, for that hype chat. Hype chat. Thank you, thank you. That's what that button does. Your message is now pinned to the top there, where people can read it. It's a very strange feature that they brought over from YouTube. That's what they did. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see, on first, so I haven't burst into a pile of rippers, so I'm guessing I didn't get stung by the parasite of Mortrex earlier. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Stop hating! Oh, that combo. Amazing. First time seeing it in the wild. Yeah, it's interesting. I know that a lot of people have given feedback that we don't really like it. Like, it's fine. There's just no real benefit to it. Thank you, Massbay, for the support. But as far as, like, Twitch just has so many other things that I think give better benefits. So it's interesting that they added it. And I feel like that's the feedback they've kind of gotten from a lot of the streamers is, why? Let's see, offer says, took some Benadryl, good, and Tylenol. It's looking a lot better. That's good. I apparently react quite badly to bites and stings. I had that thought the other day when I was out, like, outside. I was like, I don't actually know if I'm, like, allergic to, like, bee stings or wasp stings. I wish there's a way you could know without, you know, having to find out the hard way. Because there was one that did not want to leave by our back door. I was like, I don't even know if I'm allergic or not. I think it's a little overblown. Good for YouTube, but YouTube doesn't have the same tools Twitch already has. Exactly. I feel like that was this is how we can do it, to have something like Twitch. And then Twitch is like, oh, well, we'll just steal that too. And it's like, but why though? You already have bits and subs and all these things that people are used to and like to do and have other benefits. So why did you steal it back? It's very weird. Why do marketing feature research when you can just copy your competition? Yeah. So we'll see. I think maybe for the larger streams, it maybe is used more. Just because, like some of the larger gaming streams have, like, top dono and things like that. So, like, that is more of a benefit to them. For smaller stream, You found it. Rip squish. Poor squishy Simon. You can do some stuff with, with FFZ. I don't think I have anything enabled on my end. Yeah, I won't be able to see that. I like it, Exalted. Play away with your emotes. Just make Scott jealous that he can't do them. I like them. AFK laundry sounds good. Get the laundry done. Bigger streams being seen in chat is harder. Yeah, it might be better that way. Yeah. So the thought of being pinned to the top of a chat and everyone can see your message, or the streamer can see your message. It makes more sense there. For a smaller stream like ours, not quite as handy. I got a bunch of Amazon execs. What does Amazon do? Steal others' IP and release copycat ripoffs. That's true. So it's very on brand. Alright, since we can't do the orange, I'm going to go ahead and focus on her little shoes. Get her stockings and stuff highlighted here in a moment. Grab a few colors for that. We'll also do one more color of this yellow to get a little closer to that creamy yellow they've got on the box art. Let me get that real quick. More fun sized, yeah. It's, hobby streams are a little different audience cap than video games. Which is why, chat, I want to do more video games. One way or another, I'm gonna win you over to video games. It's just a little bit of a different world. Let's see, Raw was a lot of fun last night, except for the two young turds behind me that were obviously vaping the devil's lettuce. You keep finding yourself around this. Yeah, that's not fun in the, like, enclosed areas. I'm glad it was fun, though. And you got to see some Warhammer gear. You could do a sim racing stream? I have to leave the house. That was convincing, yep. Yeah. Totally believable. It's okay. One way or another. We're gonna video game. There's a game called Moonstone Island that comes out tomorrow. And I don't know when it releases. If it's right at the 10 o'clock, then we probably won't stream it. But if it's out early... Because tomorrow's stream is basically... come hang out with me until I go get my tattoo. I'm going to be so distracted that we probably won't get, like, anything done. But it'll be over on YouTube if you guys want to come hang out. But I haven't decided if we're going to paint or play video games yet. But basically, yeah, come hang out until I go get tattoo. What games you've been playing lately? I have been playing Sea of Stars, which is really, really good. If anyone wants a RPG kind of inspired by some of the retro games. Very Chrono Triggery. Is very good. I also went back to Halls of Torment for a little bit, which is like a Vampire Survivor. But looks like old Diablo. Went back to that for a little bit. Before I dive into anything bigger. I didn't like Starfield, and I thought that's where I would be putting a lot of my time. So I'm kind of playing some smaller stuff until I jump into something else. Could do Vampire Survivors Halls of Torment stream? Maybe. Here's the thing. I have no problem with the Devil's Lettuce. I have a problem with people smoking vaping in a public site. Yeah, it's just, like I said, the enclosed space. It's awful. Like outside, it's kind of whatever. I still don't like it, but it's fine. When you're enclosed like that, it's awful. You can't get away from it. Do some gaming. We can all be distracted. Yeah, my tattoo appointment is at 1. So it'll be an earlier stream that we wrap up. I'll have to probably wrap up at noon. But yeah, just come hang out until I can go do that. Oh, the flashing warning. Yeah. Yeah. Sea of Stars is so good. If you guys need I don't even want to say that. Smaller as in not as many hours RPG. It's very good. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. But if Moonstone is up, I will try to stream that. Because it looks fun too. It's kind of looks Stardew Valley-ish. But I know there's little critters you collect. And a bunch of little islands that you explore. Oh, it look cute. I'm not saying Sea of Stars. Can you give a basic rundown? Yeah, think Chrono Trigger. So kind of retro-inspired RPG. Very, very pretty, like pixel graphics. It's been very good. Mad good vibes with the brain off. My favorite thing with Vampire Survivors or Halls of Torment is just blast some music and then just go to town. Just no thoughts. Numbers go up. Yep. Back to Raw. I got to see Natty and she's my fave, so that's good. Good. Just bring your GoPro. The GoPro I don't have. Yep, to the tattoo appointment. No need to stop stream. I forgot how much I detest smoking until I went to London at the end of August. Got caught in everyone's cigarette smoke. So annoying. Yeah. It's pretty gross. Don't do all the flashy stuff. I feel like there was a setting, I don't remember though, where you could turn down some of it. Yeah, Vampire Survivor is a good time. I need to pick up the extra stuff they've now released for it. I haven't done that yet. I think that'll be like the one game I do buy off of Game Pass, just so I have it. Because that's where my save is at the moment, and I don't want to lose everything I've got. Whenever they cycle it out. What games is everyone else playing? What do we got, chat? I know some people have been Starfielding. Honor First has mentioned some Mortal Kombat. Lies of P came out yesterday. I kind of forgot. I think I'm going to wait till this weekend so I can focus on it, try to learn it. Anyone else playing anything fun? Oh, you can export the save? My brother did it? Okay. I might look into that. just because I have like everything else on Steam. He had like 5 minutes of achievement pop-ups. Mortal Kombat needs patching. I also heard that the Switch version is, yeah, pretty rough and or not working. Which is interesting, because I feel like a lot of other Switch ports have been okay, but this one seems to be having issues. I'm surprised how much they're able to put on the Switch. I know a lot of it is the, like, cloud version of things, but I'm surprised some of the other games have been able to come out on Switch. The Switch version is nightmare fuel. I'll need to look into it. I, like, heard something. Oh, bug eyes everywhere. Oh, no. I think it was actually Scott that told me, and I just didn't look into it last night. So I haven't actually seen the nightmare fuel yet. Alright, we'll touch up her little fingers here a little bit. Make sure we get this staff. I'd like to finish Baldur's Gate 3. We have like 2 things left to do before the big fight. Maybe. But getting everyone together is hard. I've never played a game like that, multiplayer, for that same reason. Because it's, you run into D&D schedule boss fight. So I always play them independently. Where's Melina? She's in the game. Now she's bug-eyed, apparently. I'll DM you a screenshot, okay. I did hear about, yeah, Megan Fox's voice acting. Apparently everyone's like, it's so bad that it, like, stands out. Oh, Sadie. I don't know what it is. It's ever since the surgery. She's just been barking at literally everything, where it didn't used to be this bad. Return from the inspection of my Dragon's Hoard of Citadel paints. I have discovered that I have several OG Nuln Oil unopened. You're sitting on an actual gold mine. Ask me anything, chat. If you were to start eBay things, I would start with those. Just kidding. Save those. I kind of want to see the... Hold on. Discord is taking forever, but I want to see this nightmare fuel. Cultured American, welcome in. How are you? Oh, God. Would you guys like to see the bug for Mortal Kombat? I feel like I have to show those who are not following along. This is horrific. I'm gonna give you a warning here. Jump scare warning. Here is what's happening on the Switch version of Mortal Kombat. That is horrific. Oh no. Oh no. I think you cake. But also Mortal Kombat. My stupid bangs won't stay. A face only a mother could love. It's rough. That's some Venom bullshit. The teeth look hilarious too, yeah. Yeah. So that is that's where Mortal Kombat's out on the Switch right now. So maybe don't get it there. At least not yet. Alright. That's enough of that. No more, please. I don't want to look at this anymore. Thank you. Let's go back to some cute Kingdom Death Lady. Yeah. Yeah. Is that not what they intended? It is not. Unfortunately. I mean, seeing that, maybe I do want to buy it on the Switch. Scourge Brandon says, anyone want to buy me a copy of Twilight Imperium? Wait, 4? There are 4 of them? I promise I'll play it? I didn't know there were 4 of them. I'm learning all kinds of things this morning. Remember when games were $40? I don't actually. I feel like it's been 60 for forever. Other than indie games. Which Halls of Torment was like $5 and I've already put a fair amount of time into that. So thank you, Halls of Torment. Yeah, Twilight Imperium is a big... Yeah, this is summed up nicely. Big-ass board game. Games can take up to 8 hours. It's a very... I've not played it, but I've heard it's a very intense, very long board game. Stream needs more full-screen Nikki more often. I would do more just chatting type streams, but then people just ask what I'm painting anyway, so... I mean, my chat is basically just chatting. And I happen to be putting paint on something, so... I love how Kingdom Death describes itself as boutique nightmare horror. Boutique, yeah. Well, that ties into their releases, too. How they do their sales and things. Alright, we need that. We need, what else do I need? There. Let's see, pre-order bonus with silly tubes, like a staple of the game. And Pepperidge Farm doesn't even remember when games are $40. Yeah, I feel like they've been 60 for as long as I can remember. And now 70. Depending. Someone's broken some Mortal Kombat OX release was. Yeah, I'm not as, another dead paint. I'm really angry now. Sorry, I'm not as, in the know on the Mortal Kombat stuffs. I remember watching a Slam play some of it. That's about it. Let's find another. Maybe this one will work. $70 won't be getting a dime out of me on principle. I mean, games are becoming more and more expensive to develop. Everything else goes up in price. I would rather the game go up in price than, you know, groceries. Price creep on board games is even worse. A lot of them start at $100 now. I know that getting some of that like printed and the shipping, especially with COVID, has made that pretty rough. Hey, random username Milkman. Remember when budget games were $2.99? They came on a cassette tape. Full price game would be $8 to $10. Yeah, inflation, materials, yeah. I don't know. I'm more upset at everything else being more expensive than games. Games are a luxury purchase. When all of our basics are going up, that makes me more angry. Yeah. And so it was insanely broken. Literally needed another 40 gig update on top of the 40 gig game you downloaded. The disc was pretty much just proof of purchase. That's the trend now. Yeah. That's a lot of games at this point. Remember when you get a game on the back of the cereal box and type it into play? Why not both? You want both to go up in price? Welp, have I got news for you. Have I got news for you. Games, plastic cracker, luxury items. Yep, you should worry about energy, food, rent going up. Those are real stingers. Yep, I big agree. I have a hard time getting annoyed at game pricing go up when I'd like to live first, you know? Being able to survive. A little more important. Does Total Biscuit teach you all nothing? Part of it is overproduction too. No one does meeples anymore. Everything has to have a mini now. It's a Kickstarter effect bleeding into all of game production. I can say I am more likely to pick up something that has minis. Obviously, part of that is I am a mini painter, but I think even if I wasn't, having the minis is nice. As opposed to just a little beep. Remember when you rent games from Blockbuster? Oh, Blockbuster. I miss. Our family would do Friday nights. We would get a pizza. And we go to Blockbuster. I miss it. I miss it. I happen to feel the opposite. Less minis is better. It's collector of mini games. Minis take up so much space. That's fair. I think as someone who doesn't play as many, I would be more likely to look into something that had the minis. But yeah, if you're a avid board game person, you've got enough stuff taking up your game room. Makes sense. I love minis, so we need one for every game when it's causing ever-increasing prices. Yeah, depends on what the creator wants to do. If they think it's needed. Oh, dang it. Picking the wrong color. That's what I need. You know what? We've done pretty well for not being able to use orange. We've gotten a lot done without breaking open the orange. I'm a little stuck on her hair because it's like part hair, part her like vines. I think I need to go back and add some hair. I think I see where it's kind of divided. If someone is approaching 150 games, if not past it, space is important. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I said if you wanted help to reach out to me. I'll say it again because I know you're on mobile and delay and stuff like that. It does a lot of it for you, but if you have any questions, DM me. For real, for real. Oh, my bad. All good. I know that you're on mobile and on a delay. So if you missed it, I am here. Send me a DM. It does do a lot of it, like Mousefeed says. It'll walk you through things. But if you have any questions or anything that's not super clear, the best advice I can give is if you're trying to like price something, if you search what you're selling and then go over to the left where it has sold and completed items, click on sold and you can see how much other people have actually sold it for. And that'll give you a good kind of guideline. When it like autofills in the actual like sell screen, those aren't always correct. So that's the best first advice I can give. Is see what your item has already sold for. and kind of go from there. One reason I don't bring my orc army places, it's just too big. And then, yeah, so the other thing with the international that they do that's kind of cool is basically you ship it to someone else here in the States, but then they get it ready for international. So I've never had to actually ship international. They have their, like, international shipping hub thing. And you send it there, and then they send it on its way. Which I didn't know was a thing until I started doing it. So you don't even have to worry about that anymore. I don't know if that used to be probably used to be a pain point, but. But yeah, if you get in there and you're confused, well, let me know. I've been doing quite a bit that way. Trying to get our game room cleaned out. That's why it's not worth it generally, because you want to ship it tracked. And such adds to the cost, which never wants to pay. My thing is if like eBay will handle it and they're fine waiting, I don't mind. It's fine. The fact that eBay handles so much of it is really, really nice. But yeah. Good way to get some space back. I've not done that, but I'd worry if there is an issue. Well, it's all, so I do all of my shipping through eBay as well. So they've got all the tracking. It goes to whoever the international person is. And then they handle all the rest of it. So they make it very, very easy. But I don't know how new some of that is. If that's newer stuff, I wouldn't know. That's just since I've started. We're going to Jesse's for board game night? Yes. Everyone pack up. Get your stuff together. I don't think they had that when I last did it. Yeah, maybe. If that's a newer thing. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I should probably start again. I need to spring clean. I just love that it's going to someone else who will hopefully, actually get to it. Give my miniatures another chance that someone actually finish them. Rise, hello, how are you? We're working on some Kingdom Death today. What you got? How do you guys do shipping? For instance, I have a White Scars army for Horus Heresy that may be going the way of the dinosaurs. I don't know if I can find a box big enough for the whole thing. Oh, so if you go through eBay, you just get the one label, which means it'd be the one box. I've not gone outside their shipping stuff, so I'm not sure how that would work. If anyone else knows. Because, yeah, a lot of it is tied to the tracking number, which if you have multiple boxes, then that gets a little goofy. I went to a board game store the other day and saw there's an expansion out for Descent Legion or Legends of the Dark. I was like, I should probably play the base game before I get another big ass box. Hit a little mouse and see what it'll offer you. A local buy, yeah, you could try that too. If you're not ready to hop on old eBay yet. Facebook Marketplace. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do all of this. Since we just have green on top of green. The purple ribbons don't actually go through it. I'm tempted to make the vines purple. Just mix it up a little bit, but think about it some more. Let's see, Rice says I'm going to be painting some test models for my sister's scheme. How are you? Pretty good here. Here's what we're working on. So this is our first Halloween project. And she is dressed up like the Flower Knight boss. I'm leaving out the orange because I want to dig out my Chimera paints. So I don't have the orange base coated just yet. But she's coming along nicely. I'm happy with what we were able to do. Even without the even without orange. We've gotten a fair amount done. So that's where we're at. I want to do some gray. We've got a little bit of non-metallic to do. And then, yeah, I really need to find my my orange paints. Ooh, pretty. Thank you. She is a cute mini. I'm excited to put her with the other Halloween costume ones. Because she's cute. I keep checking once a week for the 5x5. Eventually the 4x4 hit in stock. And I'm like, it'll do for now. I feel like those are always out of stock for the Calyx. Probably because of all the other board game nerds. Scooping them up. Well, thank you. If we like the skin tone, that is Bugman's Glow, Cadian Flesh Tone, and then a little bit of Kislev Flesh. And then I'll probably do another highlight a bit later. Once we get all these tones where they need to be. But I tried to stick to the Games Workshop ones this time. I need to do a purge, free up some room. We're going to be all of eBay here soon. It's going to be all us. Oh, no worries, Massbait. No worries at all. Whenever you're ready, I can take him. I've got those lizards I'm finishing, and we have the orcs. So, whenever you're ready. I got to get those done first. Hey, Nestlipnip. If you're not a particular fan of overly sexualized miniatures, maybe Kingdom Death not for you. This is from Kingdom Death. This is one of their seasonal minis. So this was last Halloween sale. She is actually in a Halloween costume of the Flower Knight, which is one of the boss monsters. I say maybe not for you because they do a lot of pinup models. They have 5 entire series of pinup models. But if you stick to some of the seasonal stuff and games stuff, then it's not as much of the pinup vibe. But welcome in, how are you? But yeah, Kingdom Death. There's a store in Salt Lake City that used to have a used games section that's apparently pretty good about trading and stuff, so I may go about it that way. Yeah, hopefully they offer you a decent amount. I know other places will not. I always get sad when I see like half price. Probably like we'll give you a nickel for a board game. So hopefully you get a decent price on them. Do you need an invite to Blue Sky? I think I got one. Thank you so much, Rise. I appreciate that. I think Jezzy's got me all set. If anyone else is looking, I think we're going to try and set up like a place to share more of them though. So if you want to, I guess we can use the Discord to do some of that. But I think Jezzy got me hooked up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. To be clear, Kingdom Death, yeah, if it's not pinup, it is horror. It is, that's the other option. They have some amazing monsters, yeah. They have the best creepy models, in my opinion. Some very, very creepy models, which are very fun to paint. Hey, Termican, welcome in. How are ya? We're working on some Kingdom Death today. What you got? Most of the games I'd like to trade in are games I've never played, gotten for free from conventions. Oh, okay. Then that's, yeah, not as much of a worry. Gas down the scandalous barbecue the boudoir. No. More Kingdom Death on stream. Got it. Loud and clear, Will. Don't you worry. Loud and clear. Pass it along to friends first. Thank you so much, Rise. Yeah, I'm going to try and get all that figured out here this afternoon. I think I'm all set. No, Al, did it not work? I don't even know anymore. I'm about to just... about to kill all the alerts and everything. Yay, Kingdom Death. I was chained to work because servers crashed. I was like, I'd rather see Kingdom Death painting. Well, welcome on in. She's very cute. I'm enjoying her quite a bit. I'm just sad that I want a nice orange to work with, and the Citadel ones are not great. So I'm going to open up my Chimera paints later today and see if that's a better orange for us. So the parts that you see not base coated are all orange. They do payments and plans and such things? Yeah, but even that can be expensive. But Will, if you need help, I am here. Let me know. What do I want to work on here for rest of stream? I can start her eyes. I tend to do eyes off stream just because it's easier to see. I don't have to stay on camera. Because they're a pain. I wish work didn't ban Twitch. I have to man the desk at 5 to 6 so admin can go home and it's boring. I always think it's interesting when someone like ban, because I've had people say like, oh, I can't watch Twitch at work, but I go watch YouTube, and it's like, okay. That's been an interesting one as we do more YouTube stuff. Truly hate the U.S. healthcare system. Yeah, it's cancerous. I'm sorry you're having to deal with this. Yeah, it's a mess. But if we can help, let us know. We can wheel and deal on eBay. Get the things sold. I did my lesson plans for like the next month, so maybe a small blessing if you get that time to yourself. Because the admins need YouTube to fix things. That's true. That's true. Come on, Brush. Not now. At least end stream before you start to freak out on me. No phones allowed? Yeah. No hot tub streams or work. Darn it. Darn it. Gonna mute again. Okay, I think it's safe. I don't know what it is. Ever since the surgery, she's just been a little extra. There's nothing this time except for put her back on the floor. That's the problem. That's the problem. Where are the glasses? Yeah, I decided to not work on those. In case you guys didn't see. She does have very tiny little glasses on her nose. And I didn't want to deal with that. I think my favorite part is there's like 3 of them on the sprue because they just know you're going to break one too. They just know. I didn't feel like messing with that. Yeah, she didn't want to be put down. She wanted to be a butthead. Well, she's very good at that. Very good at that. You expect me to sit on the floor? Oh, I know. What's a princess? What's a princess? Alright, we're going to go ahead and mix some of our gray. It's non-metallic up. Those barks are keeping the intruders out. It's about to keep us out. I'm about to be done with it. It's been a long week, chat. For barking like that. It's been a long, long week. There's an episode on Life Kit Podcast on how to negotiate. Oh, the healthcare bills. I think they had some really cool tips to legitimately get it down. Reach out in Discord and I can find a link later. Absolutely will, if you're there. Or if you just want to throw it in the Discord. I'm sure Will can find it. We can point him that way. Hey, Nadia, welcome in. This is a size 1. Which is, I usually use either a size 2 or a size 1 for a lot of my work. Welcome on in. How are ya? Is there anything we're working on? What you got on your table? But yeah, in general, I use a 2 or a 1. I don't tend to go much smaller. It's Wednesday, Captain. I wish. I also wish. You don't want to know why, chat? An excellent segue for me to annoy both Scott and my chat. Because it's tattooed up! You guys sick of me yet? Are you sick of me yet? Imagine living in a country where you need special cheat codes to navigate healthcare. I know. So dumb. I hate it here. Alright, there's that. Do a little bit more here. My size 2 Da Vinci looks smaller. Do brush strands differ in same size? They do a bit, yeah. You'll find that just the way that they create the body of their brush and things like that, they will be a little bit different. I was trying to think. I picked up another Raphael. So these are the 8404s. I think the 8408 was even a little bit different. But it'll give you a good starting point to kind of work off of. I've not messed with the... I've heard the Da Vinci brushes are very nice. I've not bought any yet. But yeah, you have a little bit of a variance between the brushes. Oh, good. You got it well. Okay, cool. I just didn't want you to miss the message. Just in caseies. Mine got a crazy bend in it, and I'm not pleased. Sorry, I'm laughing because now in chat that means someone had a bad Raphael. Multiple of us have had bad Winsor Newton. Now I have a bad Da Vinci. Just we need a nice, safe paintbrush brand. So where we don't have to worry about it. The Da Vinci brushes are nice. Oh, but some have really long bodies. Okay. That's good to know. I probably should pick one up just to be able to compare, but I haven't just yet. Time to make our own, that's right. I will find a company where I can just slap my name on some brushes, because that's what the cool kids do. Hey, War Master, clearly I wish I'd been using GW brushes. Lol. How are you today? Welcome in. Lol. You know, I had one of their new synthetics that actually held up pretty well. I will give them credit for that one. That one actually held up longer than I thought it would. They can have credit for that and that alone. The Nikki Opus brushes. Yep. Coming soon. Could you imagine? I really want that orange. I'm just kind of poking at stuff I can poke at. And so I need to like stop and get the orange. Not a whole lot else I can do. So I'm going to go 2 nuts on the non-metallic because we're going to be painting around it. And it'll probably need touch-ups anyway. Orange, 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 orange. She does have, what would this be? I feel like it would be the purple. She has a little flap in the back. I'm going to go purple. Got one nice Da Vinci, one terrible bendy one. I don't know if it was a bad QC or if I've abused it somehow. It's just tough when some of these have just inconsistent brushes. It's hard to know, yeah. Sullivan would have been good brand name for brushes, true. I have some of the Da Vinci Maestro brushes that Big Child Creative sells. They're pretty nice. Hello, Unique. Hello, JPEG. How are you today? What you up to today? We're trying to finish this pretty lady for Halloween. This is the Flower Night costume. So we can put her with the other costume ones. Hey, Dorea. Maybe not a popular opinion. Put your name on brushes can be polarizing. Yeah. I mean, even I did it, right? I'll go back a couple minutes there where I kind of, it's like, oh, that's just what the cool kids are doing. So even I made a statement on it. But yeah. It sure is. How are you today, Dorea? Orange, you glad you forgot to bring your orange paint? I've been using the Troll Slayer for the Seraphon, but it's just not an easy color to work with. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm trying to avoid it today. And I'm going to pull out the Chimera instead later. Mess with that. Back to work is crazy. I hope it goes well today, Teria. I'm sorry that it is nuts right now. Sending huggles your way for the rest of the day. Hope it goes well. Thank you. Hug, hug, hug. Hug, hug, hug. Speed hugs. Any snakebite leather contrast users in chat? I have not used it, but I know a lot of people like it. We doing something fancy with it, JPEG? Or thinking about picking it up? Oh, does it dry really glossy for you? I think that's a contrast thing. Get around and prep for a meeting. Sounds good, Teague. Hope meeting goes well. We'll catch you next time. I don't think I'm too far behind you, if I'm honest. I think I'm gonna get what we can back here, and then I'm probably gonna get some lunch too. I'm hungry. So as we're kind of wrapping up last colors here, a reminder that we'll be on YouTube tomorrow. I don't know exactly with what. It'll be very low key because it's basically come hang out until I go get tattoo. So it'll be either painting or a game. We'll see how I feel in the morning and if what's working. After Starfield, I'm a little gun shy on game streaming. But we'll have something tomorrow. But that'll be over on YouTube if you guys want to come join us. Here is that link. We are working toward partner over there as well. So we've been using Wednesday streams for watch hours. But come hang out until I go get my tattoo. It does end up kind of glossy. Okay. I glaze over it with Mornfang Brown, I think. So it's more glossy than the other contrasts you've used then, I guess is my question. As someone who doesn't use a lot of the contrast paints. That's right, chat is indeed hashtag super helpful. Alright, getting in here is kind of a pain, but I think I need a little bit more purple, and I think that's good enough. Good enough. All right. I think it's a good place to wrap up. I really want to get the orange to like finish her up. And I can't do that until I'm off stream. So I think this is a good place. We got, man, most of a mini. A good portion of the mini done today. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out when we start our Halloween projects. We'll be working on Devil Satan probably over on YouTube if you like the Halloween models. Tomorrow we will also be on YouTube, so that link again is in chat if you want to come join us while we hang out. Let's see, what other announcements do I have? I don't think I have anything else. If you're just here on Twitch, if you're not wanting to go over to YouTube, we'll be back on Sunday with more Warhammer. I wonder if I can get a bug ready for that. That might be good, because we've been working on the Froggo, but he's, they're coming together pretty quickly, so the plan is for me to get as close to finish as I can on them by end of week. So we won't have Froggo. But we'll have something Warhammer on Sunday. So if you guys want to catch us there, we are also in the Discord if you want to come hang out in between streams. That's where we're at. If you're a sub, make sure you link your Twitch and your Discord together for the sub lounge. And then I'll also throw in my socials, which hopefully I can update with Blue Sky here soon. But if you want to follow on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that, that is there. Do you ever do battle reports? We haven't, just because we don't have a permanent setup for folk battle reports. It's having to lug a lot of equipment, which has not been worth it in the past, honestly. So other than like sharing photos, we don't really do battle reports, no. But yeah, that's what we've got. Hang tight. I'm going to look for someone to raid. Thank you so much for all the support for coming to hang out today. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on YouTube tomorrow. Have a good rest of your week, and love you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.